Good morning. This is Pastor Brian. I want to thank you for joining me today as we read a psalm a day. Today we'll be reading Psalm 45. This is our daily Bible study series. And we will just go ahead and jump into Psalm 45 today. Just remember that, as always, I'll be reading from the Common English Bible. A marvelous word has stirred my heart as I mention my works to the king. My tongue is the pen of a skillful scribe. You are the most handsome of men. Grace has been poured out on your lips. No wonder God has blessed you forever. Strap on your sword, great warrior, with the glory and grandeur. Go and succeed in your grandeur. Ride out on behalf of truth, humility, and righteousness. Let your strong hand perform awesome deeds. Let the peoples fall beneath you. May your sharp arrows pierce the hearts of the king's enemies. Your divine throne is eternal and everlasting. Your royal scepter is a scepter of justice. You love righteousness and hate wickedness. No wonder God, your God, has anointed you with the oil of joy, more than all your companions. All your clothes have the pleasing scent of myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. The music of stringed instruments coming from ivory palaces entertains you. The royal princess is standing in your precious jewels. The queen stands at your right, dressed in the gold of Ophir. Listen, daughter, pay attention, and listen closely. Forget your people and your father's house. Let the king desire your beauty, because he is your master. Bow down to him now. The city of Tyre, the wealthiest of all, will seek your favor with gifts. The riches of every sort for the royal princess dressed in pearls, her robe embroidered with gold. In robes of many colors, she is led to the king. Her attendants, the young women servants following her, are presented to you as well. As they enter the king's palace, they are led in with celebration and joy. Your sons, great king, will succeed your fathers. You will appoint them as princes throughout this land. I will perpetuate your name from one generation to the next, so the peoples will praise you forever and always. That is the end of Psalm 45. So, what did you think about this psalm? What did you like? What didn't you like? What did you get out of this? One of the things that I thought was interesting, it's in the subtitle of Psalm 45. It is a song, and it's meant as a love song. And it is literally a love poem or song talking about the bride and the groom and how beautiful and wonderful they are, and praying for success in battle, and that even the wealthiest of nations will want to shower the bride with jewelry. And so I just find this psalm interesting in that it is so different from all the other psalms. And one of the other things that I notice is that it talks about how, verse 7, it says, "You love righteousness and hate wickedness. No wonder God, your God, has anointed you with the oil of joy." And I think that that's just really important to kind of pull out of this text. There's so many other things in this text, but they're focused on, in my opinion, more on just the beauty and the greatness of the bride and the groom. But this part is the part that I clung on to as something different, as something that I could actually really relate to. And that, the love of righteousness and the hate of wickedness are things that please God. And I don't think that's anything that we really want to say that we argue with. And so it says basically, as a result, no wonder God has anointed you with oil of joy. And I think that that is 100% true as well. Not to say that we don't have difficult times. We've talked about that in the past before. But just to say that, we experience joy and love, and we experience especially God's joy and God's love and God's presence oftentimes when we are doing things that exhibit righteousness and which are against wickedness. So find those things for yourself that help you live out a righteous life and help to diminish the wickedness that you see in the world today. And, do it on your level. Don't think that you can go and solve the world's problems, unless you really can, which is perfect. But if not, then I encourage you to find ways in your community, in the place that you are, to lift up righteousness, to exhibit righteousness, and to stomp out, to push away, and to get rid of the wickedness in this world. So again, write down the things that you got out of this text. Share it with a friend. Share it with us. We hope that you are well. I hope that you are well. Gotta stop using that royal we. I hope that you are well. God bless. Stay safe. And I hope you can join me tomorrow.